Hi Libra, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your bi-weekly 1 hour long general reading for whatever pops up will pop up. Alright, let's light some incense, get this space cleared up, and get started with your general reading. Today I'm going to use the same decks as I did for the last bi-weekly general, and that's going to be Romance Angels, Whispers of Love, Sacred Traveler, Wild Kuan Yin, Divine Feminine Oracle cards, the Goddess Tarot by Chris Walder, the Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron-Reid, and the Crystal Healing cards. Just put these on here this last night. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to leave the Romance Oracle cards for last. That's jewelry. Okay. Put this over here. Okay, Libra. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. Can we please get a Celtic cross? For Libra, February 1st to the 14th. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Whatever they need to know, can we please get a positive reading for those trying to manifest their best life? For Libra, there's 9 of Staves, 9 of Wands, a little bit of being the wounded warrior. Something happened that kind of threw you off, made you feel a little defensive, or there's some kind of barrier to a relationship. This is the King of Wands, someone extremely passionate, outgoing, creative, active, dynamic, attractive, older. And it looks like they want to start something with you, but you're defensive and you're blocking, okay? So let's continue. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. Can we please get a Celtic cross to see what's going on for Libra? What does Libra need to know? Stop. On the bottom, we've got Queen of Swords, the situation, 3 of Pentacles, challenge, oppression. This is the Tower card. Consciously, the Sun. I'm going to move these over here. The Sun. Foundation, we have 9 of Wands again. That's in your subconscious. Recent past, 6 of Pentacles. Recent future, 5 of Swords. You right now, Princess of Cups. This is like the Knight of Cups. Let's try to go up a little bit. Around you, 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hopes and fears. Contemplation with Goddess Chang'o, representing the Hermit card. Outcome, 7 of Cups. Alright, so let's talk about this for a sec. 3 of Pentacles is just speaking to recognition for your skills at work. It's also the card for artists. So if you are an artist or you're a creative person, this could be relating to a collaboration, working with others, and also recognition for your own skills. In some tarot decks, they'll say success, you're on top, where people are starting to give you your props. and recognize that you are, you know, very good at what you're doing. Might be a little bit of fame involved in this too. People are noticing, okay? And then the challenge here is the oppression card with, it's called the Wawalak. And here it's these twin sisters, and there's a storm coming in, and they've got the babies, and there's no shelter, something along those lines. But I'm not going to go into all that. It's just a Tower card, okay? And the Tower card here, it speaks to the challenge, which is a fate card for the 1st to the 14th, is basically that something is going to happen that's going to blow the roof off of an old way of thinking. And you won't have anywhere to hide, okay? Just like these two twin sisters here, there's nowhere to hide when it happens. It doesn't have to be something terrifying. It could be something as simple as an old way of thinking, or how you believed something was, and then something comes to light, some kind of clarity comes in where you're like, oh shit, that wasn't how it is at all. And it just, the whole way of thinking there crumbles down. This, a Tower card traditionally has people falling out with like a lightning bolt coming and blowing the roof off the lid of the tower, and people falling to their, you know, death. It's like the ending of an old way of thinking, okay? So in that way, it's not so bad, because if you have 3 of Pentacles, since it's such aside from the being recognized for your abilities and getting fame for that, aside from that, it's the card for artists. So if you are an artist and you're doing creative work, it's really nice to get cards like the Tower, right? To always like think you know something, you learn something new, and then, you know, it blows the roof off the way you do things. I feel like it's a good card for you, because in the conscious you got the Sun. The Sun card says the Zoria. I'm not going to get into all of the meanings for all of these goddesses. All the major arcana in this deck are ruled over by goddesses from, you know, all over the world, different faiths. But let's just talk about the traditional meanings. The Sun here is on your mind day to day. You have great clarity. You're in a very positive headspace. You're very confident, happy, fulfilled, joyous, successful. So the Sun card can relate to so many things that indicates abundance. But also, importantly, just to notice is that it also indicates this clarity and, you know, dispelling of fog or confusion, because the Sun card is everything within the light of day is seen. There's no hidden secrets. Everything is as it seems. In your mind, you're very clear about what you're intending to do. You're very happy about it, ready to move forward. In the foundation, you've got 9 of Wands, 9 of Staves, okay? Due to the fact that this Tower card is the oppression Tower card is crowning the 9 of Staves. The 9 of Staves is the card of the wounded warrior. And this person, it's just when something traumatic has happened, or some kind of abuse of something, like something that, you know, was an unpleasant situation that left you wounded. This is the wounded warrior card, where now you have that 1 wand in your hand, protecting all the other 8 wands. Basically protecting your feelings, protecting what you've worked hard for. This is the card of being vigilant, always on guard, feeling a menacing threat at all times, ready to, you know, snap to attention at any moment. Because even in your subconscious here, you're constantly wary and aware and watching out for people to come at you or come for you, okay? Some kind of situation where you feel like you have to be always on alert and defensive. In the recent past, you got 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is about giving and receiving, reciprocity, working for charities, something where, even if it's in the arts, let's say like trading art with each other, okay, where you give whatever you're good at, whatever craft you're good at, and they pay you in turn with whatever they're good at, okay, whatever their craft is. In the 6 of Pentacles also, it will show, you know, here it has a wealthy woman and with 2 attendant women here who obviously do not have the jewels and the coin that this wealthy woman is holding. So let me speak to what this could mean, okay? 6 of Pentacles, in the most high vibration sense, it means giving and receiving and being charitable and generous, and people benefiting from what you're giving and you benefiting from giving to them. The lower vibration of Six of Pentacles can be exploitation, where the people feel like they deserve more than what they're getting, or they're unsettled by having to be in this position at all. And then the one who's giving can feel like they're superior, or might resent having to give it, or having, it's about dependencies as well. Okay, so however that will resonate. And I spoke to the lower vibration here because I see in the recent future it goes into the Five of Swords. The five, there could be jealousy here as well, okay? In terms of, you know, in any situation, when one person is always around two other people and that one person always has more, right? You don't have to look too deep. You know in your own personal life experience, right? It's not something that you have to really overthink. In your own personal life experience, when one person has more than others all the time and they're always around you, it can lead to drama, right? Because it's not equal, right? And when there's inequality, there's always emotions about that. So recent future, Five of Swords. Five of Swords is about disgrace, humiliation. It's a card of where you go into battle or something, in a battle or some kind of conflict. It is a conflict card because it's a 5 as well. And you're holding all the cards. You're holding all the power. You've got all the swords. Look at this lady. She's sitting there like, oh. So it's an empowered state here, right? It's kind of like, you know, taking away more than you need to take. Victory that's hollow. And the people who got, you know, subdued or who lost the battle, they kind of feel like they weren't even trying. It wasn't equal in the first place. Like it's trying to fight somebody who's, you know, got less means than you do, less ability than you do. And so it wasn't equal. And yet, you know, you're just standing there. Look at the power body language here, okay? Kind of taking power, kind of a little bit of a disgrace card here as well. Okay, not doing things on the up and up. An abuse of power as well. Now, swords represent the air signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We see the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Swords is someone who is an established older woman, has a divorcee energy, also could be a single mom. Okay, this could even be like a mother with her 2 daughters. Doesn't really look like it. It could be like a dependencies on, could be your kids, dependencies in that way. I don't know. Take it as it resonates for you. But the Queen of Swords is someone who's been through a lot, good and bad, and they've learned from what's happened, and all that airy-fairy, lovey-dovey stuff is out the window. This is someone who's got a long list of things that, you know, criteria that need to be met. Number one being, you know, approaching her with sincerity and honesty, because if there's any kind of deceit or trickery or manipulation or anything that's going to, you know, make her feel threatened or make her feel like she's under attack, she's going to use that sword of truth, victory, and clarity, and she's going to cut off everything that doesn't serve in her best interests. Okay, so it feels like this Queen of Swords, right? Like this woman in this situation, Six of Pentacles, who's in the power position, who's got more means, who's giving to the others. Feels like she had to, because of possible lower vibration here, inequality causing issues, she felt a little bit threatened possibly, and then went into the Five of Swords. Well, oh, what I gave you wasn't enough? How about this? You get nothing. Okay? Here in the you right now position, this is the future, right? Recent future. You right now is the Princess of Cups, and this is like the Knight of Cups. Your life is great, okay? So I see that the Knight of Cups is a very romantic, dreamy energy, someone who's offering a cup, but in this deck, she's drinking from the cup. That means she's really enjoying her life. She's really enjoying all of the abundance in her life. She's someone who knows how to take care of herself and how to receive love and abundance, and she can even give love and abundance if she wants to, okay? Around her, look, more positive energy. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is the wish card. It's one of the most positive cards in the deck. You got 2 of the most positive cards in the deck. The Sun being the most positive. And then you've got 9 of Cups around you. No wonder you have the Sun in your conscious, right? 9 of Cups is about a dream come true. Something around you, someone's made your dream come true, or it's the energy you're in. Looks like the same person, right? She's holding that cup here around in the energy surrounding, and she's drinking from that cup. Her dream came true. She's happy as a lark about her life, okay? This is your deepest wishes coming true. Now, in your hopes and fears, you've got another major arcana card, right? We see 3. This one, your challenge, and your conscious, okay? So in the hopes and fears, we've got the Hermit card represented by contemplation with Goddess Chang'o. It's got this night starry sky with this little rabbit there. And it's just speaking to a need for introspection, reflection, taking a time out, a retreat, a spiritual retreat, keeping your own counsel. This is a time to retreat from the social scene and to be on your own and to really reflect on everything that's happened. Look for the deeper meaning there. Look for the lessons that you can learn and move forward. So this is in your hopes and fears position. It could be that you're hoping for a time of to yourself, to be left alone, right? You're hoping for a break to be able to process everything that's happened, or you're afraid to be alone. Okay, I don't think it's really in that kind of like, well, maybe, because you also have the other single person card here with the Queen of Swords with the divorcee energy. This is like the single mother or the divorcee energy, as is like the King of Swords, single father, divorcee energy. Also speaks to air signs. Also speaks to being very, having status in life, being established. Now, contemplation here, I feel like you're hoping for a timeout. You're hoping for a break. You're hoping to get away from this drama because it looks like you're doing great, but people around you are not happy about it. And it looks like you have this tower moment coming up as well. This tower moment, you see, even in this, right? You have 2 people. And the thunder and the rain is about to hit Spain, okay, down on them. And there is no shelter for miles, right? So it looks like what you're doing, Libra, you're getting recognition and you're getting success from whatever craft you're doing. It's like an artist card, okay? But in any way, whatever work it is, whatever career or field you're in, it's a success card, okay, for you. Your challenge is the oppression. Now, oppression came up in the tower moment. Why? Because you may have these dependencies that are oppressive to you, okay? Where you feel like you're being generous. You feel like you're doing more than your share for these people, and they don't really feel like they're getting everything that they need. They might have they might be harboring some jealousy towards you, doing some kind of things to set you off or sabotage you while you're in this like wonderful, happy space. Because look, crowning 9 of Wands is this oppression. Look at how you're feeling. Defensive, right? Like 8 of Wands is about success, enthusiasm, love, lots of positive information coming in. And this woman here is holding the 9th wand. She's guarding those 8 wands. This is about you are guarding everything you worked hard for. You're defensive, you're vigilant. You're always, even when you're sleeping, expecting some kind of sabotage or some kind of attempt to come at you, right? And that's coming from the people who are around you, okay? And that's why you're going to, you're going to, oh, that wasn't enough. How about this? You get nothing, okay? You're doing great. In the outcome, though, you got 7 of Cups for February 1st to the 14th. 7 of Cups is just about having lots of imagination, daydreams, visions for your future, okay? Visions of sugar plums dancing in your head. Like this is all full of an ideal of something. The castle, the crown, like it's like love, the ideal mate, wealth, victory, spirituality. All these different cups are filled with wonderful things. On the highest vibration, and I'm going to take it as the highest vibration because it's right next to the sun, okay? In the highest vibration, it means you've got big plans for your future. You're imagining and you're planning everything down to like what you're going to be wearing, what they're going to be doing, what your wedding's going to be like, whatever, however your future is planned. That's Seven of Cups. You know you can do it because it's with the sun, you've got clarity. This is not an illusion. It's like dispelling the illusion factor or element to the Seven of Cups. This is like you see clearly everything that's possible, and so you're thinking about what it is that would make you the most content. What are the best possibilities out of this wonderful situation, this newfound success? Okay, that's Seven of Cups. Now, if we have to speak to a lower vibration of Seven of Cups, which I don't think this applies here, okay? Seven of Cups can also be this illusory success or building castles in the sky or daydreaming too much and not putting enough movement in. That would be, you know, something that I would apply to this card if it was surrounded by a whole bunch of like negative, miserable cards of like failure or like endings or, you know, heartbreak. Then I would see it as, okay, well, you imagined the situation to be something that it wasn't. But when I see that in your mind you've got clarity with the sun and success over here and your dream come true, then it tells me Seven of Cups is in reality all these options are available to you and you're just thinking big, okay? So let's pull some oracle cards. I'm going to start with, you know what, let's start with just like last time for the last Taurus reading I did. I'm going to use Sacred Traveler. Can I get one card for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th, please? It looks like you just want to be left alone to do your work and to plan and, you know, make your moves. I don't mean you want to be left alone like, oh, there it is. Infinite abundance, Libra. Abundance is pouring into your life. It sure as hell is. Okay, sorry for swearing. Infinite abundance. Let's look at the bottom. Distant thunder. Clear the air. What did I tell you about? Is this not, can you see this? Is this not like the Tower card? Okay, look at this. In this deck, it's called the Wawalak, and it's called oppression, because I told you all the major arcana are represented by goddesses or stories, okay? Look at this. On the bottom, underlying your abundance is distant thunder, clear the air. Look at this. Your challenge is this rain, and I don't know if you can see it. There's rain on the outside in the border, and there's these storm clouds brewing. I told you these twin sisters with children, and the storm is coming, and there's no shelter, okay? That's your challenge. I love it when the cards just like all blend and clarify everything. So distant thunder, clear the air. I'm going to read you this bottom card as well. I normally don't do that, but I'm going to read it just because I don't want you to have this kind of toxic poison around while someone, it's okay. I digress. Now, I've been noticing with 4 other signs as well, you know, this devil card that pops out, and I've been telling them as well, like, so many things are going positive for these people, and yet at the same time, there's such conflict and oppression. I've been saying obstacles come when you're doing big things. Now, for you, Libra, you've already been getting stellar readings, and I'm so happy for you. So because I'm not a hater, and I see such success here, and I see this kind of issue that's starting, right? And you should be happy, but instead you're in this mode, right? So let's read it for you. I'm going to read the bottom one first. Why? Because I want to help, if I can, to neutralize this toxic situation, okay? Before it gets, like, bigger than your success. Before they... Now, where did my book go? Where's my book? Sacred Travel, it's right here. I'm losing it. Okay, distant thunder. Yeah, I don't want the obstacles to, you know, rain on your parade. So let's see. There is some advice here to deal with these people, okay? Okay, so distant thunder, clear the air. Dramatic purification, renewal, and healing are occurring on many levels. Don't be concerned if there's chaos in your life. In this instance, it is good. It is shaking things up so you don't become stagnant. If your auric field or your personal space is cluttered, it's difficult for exciting new experiences and opportunities to come into your life. It's time to clear out clutter, release the old, discarded, and unused. Clear the air and release situations and people who don't empower you. Purify the dross out of your life. In order for renewal to occur, the old needs to make way for the new. That's like the tower, crumbling down what you know and making a way for the new. So the sacred traveler wants you to know, on the distant horizon, a storm is brewing. Great shards of lightning are thunderbolting to the earth from the heavens. It can feel chaotic, but it heralds a time of renewal. The thunderstorm clears the dust out of the air and re-energizes the earth. Be open to change. It's all good, even if it doesn't seem like it. New energy is flooding your energy field. Examine your life and see if there's anything that needs to be cleared, renewed, or released. Now is the time. Renewal and even rebirth is at hand. All right, so this is saying things, new energy coming in. Examine your life. Is there anything that needs to be cleared, renewed, or released? That's what the Queen of Swords does. Cuts off everything that doesn't serve her. You did that. Okay, it's going from this power position with two people around you. That's your obstacle to nobody, okay? Because that's what you want. You want to be on your own. So I'm going to put this deck away, and I'm going to read you Infinite Abundance. That's the one that was the more powerful, need to know. Underlying that, there was the other one, right? The tower kind of in this deck. So Infinite Abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Card meaning, everything is blossoming and bearing fruit now. Open yourself to receive. The prosperity you seek is being activated. A stream of abundance in all areas of your life is ready to flow into your life. The Creator desires that you prosper. Take action in the direction of your dreams. This is not the time to passively wait for prosperity to fill into your lap. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, life goes in cycles. There are times when fields lay fallow, and there are times of harvest. Right now, you are moving toward a harvest time to receive an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. However, you must first know that you deserve it, and you do. There are times on the journey when life is fallow, but in the times of harvest, the Sacred Traveler shares the bounty and even volunteers to help others bring in their crops. This is the time to give deeply and fully of who you are and what you have. For the more you truly give, the more you receive. It's a universal law. As you focus on gratitude for what you already have, your abundance will grow leaps and bounds. Okay, so it's kind of, they're both kind of speaking to your situation. This one is saying to give and be generous, because you get more when you do. And the other card was saying, but take stock of who's in your life and what needs to be cleared, released, and renewed. Okay. So that's what you need to do. This is a little bit of a harsh energy here with the Five of Swords. Maybe something in the middle, okay? I don't know. Next, I'm going to read to you Wild Kuan Yin. Let's see what's going on for Libra. This is a Wild Kuan Yin Oracle cards by Alana Fairchild. It's one of my heart decks. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. Please, can we please get a reading for Libra? That's it. On the bottom, Sisters of the Sacral Spiral. The one we read is this one. Fearless. All right. Beautiful. Let's put this little one over here. It says Fearless. And the book is over here. All right, Fearless says, Now is your time to leap. Do not hesitate. Do not fear. You don't need to know how it's all going to work out in order for everything to work out perfectly. This is not a time for small, tentative steps. This is the time for a big gesture, to take a chance, to be bold. So take a running leap with your eye only on where you are going. Your body will trust you and follow. I will protect and guide you. Let us leap together fearlessly into the unfolding future of your divine destiny. It will be a wild ride. Guidance. There is a time to have patience, to wait for the way to be shown. There is a time for rest, for gathering energy, to know that when the time is right, the fuel required for action will be ready. And then there is the time for action itself, when there is no need for tentativeness or analysis. The time will come to leap boldly, to say yes, to act without hesitation. It requires courage, self-belief, and a willingness to take a risk. That time for you is now. If you have been asking if you are on the right path, it should take a step forward. If you should take a step forward, if you need to take action, the oracle says yes. You are in harmony with the universe. This action will bring the right reward at the right time. If you've been through a period of time where you have had to be patient, recovering from illness, grieving a loss of some kind, going through a dark and difficult challenge, then this oracle indicates that there will be a sudden breakthrough soon. You will suddenly spring forward if you haven't been feeling held back. Where you have felt as though you had no energy, you will find that suddenly your energy rises. Where perhaps once you felt you could not, suddenly you will realize you can, and so you will. In a reading, don't be scared to live with freedom and boldness. This is not a time to hold yourself back or play it small. If you are asking a question about a certain choice in your life, the oracle says, yes, exclamation point. Go for it. Don't overthink things. Trust your instincts and don't be afraid of leaping forward in your life with gusto. If you believe you aren't brave enough to make certain choices in your life, think again. You have a bolder, braver heart than you realize. Your spirit is fearless. A sudden positive change is going to enter your world. This could be a new friend, relationship, opportunity, or even an energy within your own soul rising up and bringing you a sense of greater personal power. Accept what heads your way. It can change your life. The healing process. You can use a small candle for this healing process if you wish. If you choose to use a candle, light it and gaze at it as you relax for several moments. When you are ready, say the following prayer. Now, this is not for everyone. You don't have to, but some people want me to read this part as well. Fearless Kuan Yin, Mother of Courage, who loves me unconditionally, please help me realize that I already have so much courage in my heart. May I leap even though I may be afraid sometimes. I focus completely upon the loving light challenging me, calling me forward into a more beautiful life than I've ever known. May I act with complete trust in myself and in you. Through divine mercy and through my own free will, so be it. Gaze at your candle again. Say the following statement. There is a light in my heart that can never be extinguished. This is the light of my spirit, fearless and free. Imagine, visualize, feel, or need the candlelight. You have your own inner light. Blow out the candle, then place your hands in prayer and bow your head for a moment. To finish your healing process, close your eyes and imagine, visualize, feel, or pretend that the light in your heart is so radiant that it shines out through the front and back of your chest. This feels very good. You have completed your healing process. Now, since we're going on the divine here and spirituality here, let's read another heart deck of mine. This is the Divine Feminine Oracle Cards by Megan Watterson, full of some beautiful, wonderful ascended masters, saints, and goddesses, enlightened beings, dakinis from all over the world. So let's see what Libra needs to know today for February 1st to the 14th. What goddess will come out to play with us for February 1st to the 14th? Can somebody please, one goddess, who does Libra need guidance from for February 1st to the 14th, please? Okay. On the bottom, we've got Yamoja, the goddess of all that flows. I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. Beautiful. but we're going to read the top one, and that is Saraswati, one of my favorites. The goddess of self-knowledge, the essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Now, I know I must be dealing with an artist Libra up in here, because we got 3 of Pentacles, speaking to someone who gets recognition for their, creative abilities and for their arts. Could be as well for those of you who are just for your work or your career. You get recognition for being successful, for being good at what you do. At the same time, Goddess Saraswati in the Hindu pantheon of goddesses and gods, she is the consort of Brahma. And more than that, she's someone who, I believe, created Sanskrit, the written alphabet. She is a very wise goddess. And she is also the goddess who rules over the arts. Okay, like music, poetry, intelligence, wisdom, all these things. I'm going to read it to you. She's one of my favorite goddesses, and we have to put her up here. We'll use a light bulb here just because she's so wise. Let me put this over here, Saraswati. Oh, I'm just going to put it here. The goddess of self-knowledge. Okay. All right, let's read about her. It's not in alphabetical order. There she is, number 80. Okay, the essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Saraswati, I'm going to put her here, okay? Saraswati represents the self-knowledge of who we are so that nothing impedes the flow of creativity from the soul. Her name is a fusion of the Sanskrit words for essence and oneself. Saraswati's name translates then as the one who leads to the essence of self-knowledge. She is a part of the Hindu goddess trinity, the Tridevi, together with Parvati and Lakshmi. All 3 goddesses help the trinity of Hindu gods Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva to create, maintain, and regenerate the universe. The earliest mention of Saraswati is in the Rig Veda, a collection of ancient sacred texts that date back to 1500 BCE. She is sometimes referred to as the mother of the Vedas and is understood to be the personification of knowledge. Students appeal to her for assistance on exams, and writers and artists pray to her to remove all the obstacles that keep them from being a clear conduit for the creativity that wants to come through them. She is considered to be a river goddess or a feminine deity with healing, flowing waters. She is venerated as the goddess of music, the arts, and the learning because of this association with waters that heal and purify. Her iconography often associates her with a white lotus, symbolizing the purity of wisdom her energy brings. Now, when your soul selects her card, when we are aligned with the essence of who we are, then what needs to be communicated through us, whether with words or music or artwork, can flow. When our creativity feels blocked or stagnant, it isn't because the waters have dried up. We might fear this, but the truth is that self-awareness is the key to unlocking our creative flow. When we take the time to return to the essence of who we really are and nurture that essence, we realign again with the river of expression that the soul generates. Saraswati is the reminder that anything we create that purifies us in the process of making it is a blessing. Our art should be judged not on popularity, but on its power to transform us. Saraswati is a call to return to the essence of our true self. The energy of her card is a charge for more self-knowledge, more awareness of our own unique soul and what our needs are in this moment. She leads us back into that finely attuned space where we can express with ease and grace what the soul desires most to share. And that energy feels like a river moving through us. It heals, it liberates, and it inspires others to return to their own essence as well. So the soul voice meditation is, what is one word to describe the essence of my true self? The intention is, the essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. So there you go. Goddess Saraswati, thank you so much for showing up. Love you. And that was validation for you guys, for those of you who are skilled artists. Goddess Saraswati rules over the arts and creativity, knowledge, music. Beautiful. All right. Let's get one crystal, please, for Libra to work with for February 1st to the 14th. Something that will help you with your creative work, as well as to manifest your abundance. What does Libra need for February 1st to the 14th? And most importantly, these cards will tell you what chakra you need healing with or work with. So once you know what chakra is related to, you know, what you need right now, you can just Google crystals that, you know, work with that chakra, and then go pick one up. They're not expensive. You know, a few dollars here, like $4, $5, $6. Doesn't have to be a big crystal. And just to remember, crystals absorb energy. They need to be recharged as well by moonlight. Not all of them, but many, most of, okay? You can just look up that as well. So what crystal does Libra need for February 1st to the 14th to work with? And please get one card for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. Okay, I'll take that. On the bottom, you got Scolasite, peace, beautiful. I don't even know where my Scolasite went. Where did it go? I used to have a Scolasite here, and it's gone. Well, good to know that I have to look for it. I have no idea where it went. Well, that's weird. Okay. Scolasite for peace. Not expensive. Easy to get. Love that crystal. I had a little one. How upsetting. I have to look for it. Okay. Cuprite. Rites of passage. That's the one you got. Cuprite. Okay. So let me put this up too, because I like to put crystals near my goddesses. Good energy. Okay. Let's read about Cuprite, because I don't remember offhand. Crystals. There it is. I don't know why I put everything everywhere. Cuprite, rites of passage. Deep red is the crystal color. That looks purple to me, but okay. And it's related to the base and sacral chakras. So base and sacral chakras, if you just Google that, whatever stone you want to work with that works with that, great. Cuprite is the feminine aspect of the crystal hematite, a very sacred stone. It holds the medicine and energy of guiding you through the process of transformation and healing on a very deep level. This dynamic crystal invites you to sit with your pain and stop running away from your fears. It offers a space of deep healing and allows you to find the strength and courage to deal with life's challenges as you draw deep wisdom from this process. The crystal meaning supports exploring the shadow self and healing deep issues. Provides access to sacred ancient knowledge of the feminine. Supports and holds you as you enter into the void. Supports you to feel like you belong here on earth. Now, message from the Crystal Deva. You have attracted this card today as a sign that you are entering into a powerful time of rites of passage. As a deep honoring of the soul and to live a balanced, harmonious existence, it is essential that throughout specific times of your life, you are showered with sacred initiations and moments of celebration. This is known as rites of passage. Times to receive energetically all the fruits and gifts of your labor. Tribes throughout history and understood the importance of these rites of passage and facilitated many ceremonies and rituals for these special times. In this honoring and recognition of the soul, you receive a deep knowing, respect, and love of self. These rites are a very important process of the soul's journey and can assist you greatly in your life. In recent times, the importance of rites of passage has been forgotten. However, energetically, you will still experience these sacred rites of passage facilitated by your ancestors in spirit and universal energy itself. The Devas of Cuprite are also here to assist you through this process as you transform from your old state of being and awaken into another, bringing about deeper understanding and self-awareness. This powerful process can sometimes be challenging as old ways of being are questioned and you are asked to let go and allow for new awareness to arrive. And as you then integrate this into your life, you may be feeling mixed emotions at present, like fear and confusion, or you could be excited as your soul is open and ready for this powerful new change. How this affects you is unique and different for everyone. Rites of passage offer you the gifts of challenges and lessons and help you define who you are in this world, presenting an opportunity to master self-honor and respect. Whether you are experiencing a loss of a loved one, an ending or beginning of a relationship, or entering into a new phase in your life, know that this is a sacred and important time, initiation for your soul's journey. Step lightly and stay open as you transform through potent time. Whew, okay. Next, we're going to read from Colette Baron Reid's Oracle cards, Wisdom of the Oracle cards. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. Please, can we get one card for Libra? What does Libra need to know? Now, these cards, too, they're a little bit long. They have 3 messages. They have a relationship message, a protection message in case of conflict, and then a prosperity message for work. I'm going to read all 3 to you, okay? So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. I'll take that. On the bottom, round and round. This is just about patterns that you need to break that are no longer serving in your best interest, but will, and some more. But I'm not going to read about that one. We're going to read peace. Peace. Just like that crystal on the bottom that we got with Scolasite, right? Going through a major rite of passage, peace, peace, right? Scolasite was on the bottom. So I really would suggest, because you got 2 of these cards, picking up some Scolasite and also this Cooperite if you can. I'm not familiar with this crystal, so you're going to have to Google it. I'm going to Google it too just to know later. But because of this, I feel like also I should mention, you know, I was talking about ancestors also helping you with the rite of passage at the end. In the spirit world, kind of guiding you as well and protecting you. Scolasite also helps with connecting, you know, beyond the veil with spirit and, you know, even more. Okay, so peace. Let's read that. Just open there. Says essential meanings: freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. The Oracle's message: it doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, like this Hermit card here. A heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. Relationship message: when 2 people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as 2 perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours, and it is to be savored. Your prosperity message: this is one of those times when you're capable of clear vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by a presence to step into your power. Just being is enough, for you are in peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work. The protection message: now is a time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions, even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life. All that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself, and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. This too shall pass, and once again your life will be filled with beautiful music. Going back to the arts again. So I guess we've got a musician in the house. All right. Now, we're going to move on to the Love Oracle cards. These are very short, last 2. This one is Whispers of Love. get one card for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th, please. There we go. On the bottom, we've got actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. The one we read is the one on top. Like attracts like. This is one of my favorites. Look at this sweet little girl. Isn't she beautiful? And she's playing with a little beautiful doll that looks just like her, who's playing with a doll that looks just like her. And it says, if you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. So we just read this real quick. It's this law of attraction, basically. Like attracts like. Okay, and here I am looking in the wrong book. Sorry. I do not know why that happened. Okay. Like attracts like. When we want to create something, the law of attraction states that we need to be in the vibration of what we want to create. Love will come to you easily if you surround yourself with love and easily find things to love about your life. Take a moment to think of the many things you love. Easy peasy. You got lots of things to love. Looks like you've got success, recognition, clarity, abundance. Only thing is, on the personal life front, it looks stormy. Okay. And that's what happens when you get great success. It can be a thankless job when you have to give to people who aren't grateful. But you do it anyways. Do it up to a point where you can live with yourself without being resentful, used, and gives you peace. Okay, even though you might not want to because you're angry. A final card for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. That's it. On the bottom, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, and that just speaks to, it could be a temporary thing where you're traveling for work, or it could speak to a temporary break and getting back together, or it could speak to a separation, but we're not going to read that one. We're going to read the top one. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So that just tells me, like I was thinking with this card, more times than others, you know, more often than not, this is about a temporary separation, okay? Like when you're traveling for work or something. So it says, though, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So let's put that up here. And let me read that to you. This is the final card. This could be the one. Okay. This card signals that you've already met the person you romantically seek. Perhaps you're already in a relationship with him or her. The romance angel sent you this card because it seems you're not recognizing or enjoying the full potential of this person and relationship. Sometimes you may overlook someone who's meant for you because you have a different idea of what your partner should look or act like. Take a moment to consider who this might be. Perhaps the first person to come to mind is probably the one. Next, invite the romance angels into your dreams as you're going to bed. Ask them to give you clear, very clear information about your romantic partner, either in your present relationship or a future one. During sleep, you're more open to angelic guidance. When you awaken, you may not remember your dreams, but you will have a clearer sense of romance and partnership. Take any action you feel called to based on your inner guidance. Even if it seems unrelated to your love life, trust that the angels are leading you toward the one you desire. So basically, you know, these kind of questions, when you ask spirit, like in terms of, I feel like it's already been said that your ancestors, the spirit of your ancestors are already around you, guiding you. There is that spirit connection. We got that through the rites of passage card. So when you've got some situation where the person that you're supposed to be with, you know, they could be the one, they're already in your life, you already know them. They might look different from what you might typically choose or feel like is right for you. But in case, you know, you need to get clear information, it's saying invite the romance angels, or, you know, your ancestors into your dreams as you're going to bed, and ask them to give you very clear information about your romantic partner, either in your present relationship or a future one. And during sleep, you're more open to angelic guidance. And once again, you're asking your ancestors, right? You're not going to leave it wide open for any spirit to, like, you know, leave you messages, because you don't want to do that. You know, you got to be clear with your requests and clear with what you let in and what you channel. Okay, so now if you're going to do that, also add some, like, you know, protection, whatever faith you believe in as well. Like, you know, you're asking this question, you'd like some clarification from your ancestor spirits or something along those lines, and that it's for your best life to manifest in your best interests under the protection of whoever you believe to be a strong, solid protector in your faith. Okay, so that was your reading, Libra, for February 1st to the 14th. Looks fantastic, looks beautiful. I would really work on getting this crystal or scolecite. I'll show you scolecite again just in case. I think that would really help, especially with the peace aspect. It looks like, you know, with this contemplation, you really want to have this time to focus on these things and be able to process everything and to work efficiently to create beautiful music or whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so I'll put both of those there. Why don't you take a screenshot or something so you can know later about what crystals. Scolecite, very easy to get, inexpensive. Cuprite, I don't have cuprite. I'm gonna have to Google that. It's interesting. All right, so until next time, please check in for your other weekly love readings coming out in the next few days, and the next bi-weekly will be on the 15th of February. And please check out your monthly love reading as well for February. It was amazing. You guys had the best reading, hands down. All right. Bye, Libra. Take care.